Going on? It's Muggernaut again for the third installment of my Spend a Whole Bunch of Souls series. This time, I'll show you a little bit of the action of grinding to get souls. This isn't the only thing I'm doing. I'm getting Covenant items too. Finished off a couple of nice quests. And anyways, here's the build that I'm using. First off, I have the Sunlight Straight Swords buff, because I need that to one-shot the enemies in here. I'm using Court Sorcerer's Staff plus 9. As you can see, I have literally max intelligence, but you can re-roll that with a Pale Tongue. So let's say you get the certain number of stat points that you want from grinding this method, you can always re-roll out of it. So first off, max out your intelligence. Next up, enough attunement to equip two different, have 2 spell slots. And then also you need to have enough strength and faith to use the Sunlight Straight Sword. So, oh, and Dexterity, but obviously 12, 12, and 16. Once you meet those requirements, you'll want to equip the Symbol of Avarice. And then the best Covetous Silver Serpent Ring that you can get. If you have the DLC, it's actually really easy to get this one. You can look up other guides on the internet to find out how. And then 3 magic damage boosting rings. For my spell of choice, I'm using Crystal Soul Spear. So, this is what it looks like. First you buff. Then I have offhanded in both hands a Medicant's Staff. And then I switch to it after it kills the enemies with my main damage dealing staff, and I get bonus EXP. You can have 4 casts total before the buff or your damage wears off, and you no longer one-shot the enemies. So overall, it's actually really fast. The buff lasts for 45 seconds, so just imagine killing 8 enemies for 7,200 EXP. In less than a minute. Whoops. And see, that's me being noob and accidentally using the wrong staff. Every once in a while you run into this and it's fine. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, how come I'm not picking up any of the items? That's because I already maxed out the Covenant for Sunbros, and I don't need these items anymore. And just to show you, I have 73 embers as proof that I picked up a lot of items. Some people may think this kind of activity is boring, but I don't care. I like being powerful. And it's not like I'm putting in a whole bunch of effort. Just a little bit of prep work, and a lot of fun getting really high-powered stats on a first playthrough. Ta-da! Very soon we shall be at the 3 million mark. Now, I know I have pretty decent dexterity for casting speed. You're going to get used to casting a little bit slower for this setup at first. And I can show you kind of where you're going to need to stand. So if you look at the 2 enemies that are walking, you want the one in the distance to be slightly to the right of the one you're trying to hit when the spell actually launches. Sometimes the enemy in the distance will kind of walk over to the side. He'll walk to the right a little bit and you won't hit him. So if he's right in the middle or just to the right of the enemy you're actually hitting closest to you, it'll line him up perfectly. And sometimes you'll have to be standing like right here, and by the end of it he'll be in the right space. After you do this for a little while, you'll notice your console will start to slow down a little bit. Apparently the game doesn't like me annihilating enemies and refreshing them super fast. It'll still do it even if it's not super fast. I guess it's just how they program this area. Around 500,000 souls is usually when it slows down for most methods. So I started this at 2.62 million. Let's see, so we're at a little more than 40,000, or yeah, 40,000 at this point. No, it's 30,000, but I was thinking of other numbers before that. So, for the Court Sorcerer's Staff, you'll need to go to Profaned Capital and get it from an enemy down there. I'm sorry, actually you get it from dropping down in a certain area in the Profaned Capital, and it's in a treasure chest. I think one that has a mimic, or it could just be laying there. See how I missed the guy in the distance? That's what you gotta watch out for. As for the helmet, just chuck undead hunter charms at any mimic chest, and it has a chance to give that item instead. Ching. And there we go, 3 million souls. You get the Young Dragon Ring for getting Orbeck of Vinheim to be an ally, and you buy some sorceries from him, and then this is a reward. I don't remember where you get the Magic Clutch Ring or the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring. And the rest of the items are Mendicant's Staff comes from, I'll show you the area here in just a second. Archdragon Peak, the very large chicks that summon enemies to fight against you. You can get it off of them. It's kind of low chance. I think it took me about 100,000 souls worth of farming them with my soul boosting gear to get them to drop one of them. So that enemy you see over there in the distance, holding the same exact staff, that's the one that you have to fight to get it. Now, on to the fun times. Shrine bonfire. Time to spill the beans and spend 3 million souls. 3 million. Next up after this video, we'll be going into 4 million souls, and then 5 million souls, and then 10 million souls, and then I'll probably be fine to play New Game Plus. But, I mean, come on, 10 million souls? My character's already strong enough. Let's do a little bit of prep work. $197. And now we have it. Exactly 3 million souls.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire.
I shall
Very well.
become over 9,000!
Nourishment from the
Let's... How many total levels can I get? That is beastly. 16 levels. But I don't want dexterity at that high of amount, since it is not worthwhile. Let's see. Attunement only. I'll go with attunement for now. I want more spell slots and more magic points. Eventually, a new game plus, I'm going to be running no Estus, no bonfire, faith dome. You heard me, no Estus, no bonfire, no healing potions from Estus flasks or mana healing ashen Estus flasks, and no bonfire. Fun times. Shazam! Cool. Looks like I got some leftovers. Let's go find something to spend. Take one of you. And I'll take... Ooh, look at that. I already have those. I'll take one of you. And I'll take some of you. And one of you. That face, we have 2 left over. So let's sell something so I can technically spend 3 million. Not 1 million, 3. Ta-da! And there we have it.
Ashen 1.
3 million souls all at once. Didn't take me too long to build them up, but it certainly didn't take very long to spend them either. Tune back in for my next video, blowing through 4 million souls all at once, at which point in time I'll probably be overpowered for a first playthrough.